Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we will be doing a full face of products that I have received from Ipsy. If you do not know what Ipsy is, it is a monthly makeup subscription. They also do have skincare in there as well. They have 3 different variations. I've now received all 3, and I thought this would be interesting. Definitely something new. I've never seen anything like this, so I'm going to give it a go. I will be showing you different variations of products that I have received. Some, there's a large category, some very small, but I have been receiving Ipsy for a very, very long time now. So there are products that I've already used up and some that are truly like a staple in my collection. There's some that I've only used once or twice. So we're going to see how this goes. But if you like this kind of video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed before you leave. And let's jump into the makeup. Starting off with primers, I do have 3 different ones. I have the Tatcha Silk Canvas, which I just got in this month's Glam Bag X. I have used this, absolutely love it. I think I do have a dupe for this though. That is a fraction of the cost. So let me know if you guys want me to do like a dupes video. I have the Avant, I think that's how you say it, Avant Pro Collagen Primer. And then I have the Dr. Brandt Luminizer Primer, which as you can see, this is like, there's only a little bit left. I really do like this. I think I'm going to go with the Avant and then use this Dr. Brandt one on the higher points of my face. My lighting's going nuts. But I think I've used this once or twice, and it seems just to kind of be like more of a moisturizer. When I go for primers that I actually pick out, I do tend to pick out ones that are blurring because I do have pretty large pores, and that's not cool. It is a very liquidy moisturizer consistency. But I'm going to go ahead and just put this all over my face. The Avant one does retail for $140. I know in the video that I did get this, I did link, I believe Walmart, I seen it as low as like $42, something like that. So it is very expensive. I'm not really sure exactly why. I know there's some very good skin benefits to it. But for a primer, I think it should be more as just a moisturizer rather than a primer. Okay, now the Dr. Brandt one. This one, it does add a lot of luminosity to your skin, hence the name. But this is the consistency. It definitely is a thicker formula. And it is tinted, but when it goes on, the tint is no longer there. Again, I'm just going to kind of put it almost where I put like highlighter. But this one, I'm looking down into my mirror, sorry. But this one, I don't believe it really fills in my pores. I think it kind of helps a little bit, but not fill in, but blur my pores. But I really like the feel of this one too, and I really like how natural the sheen is that it does give me. As you see, it just truly adds a beautiful sheen to the skin that looks super natural. I do enjoy wearing this even if I don't wear any foundation and I kind of just touch up with concealer and stuff. I think it's very natural and beautiful. So next up we have foundations, and I do have 3 of those. This is the Honest Beauty Everything Cream Foundation in Linen, and it looks like this. And I did email Ipsy about this because if you can see, there's like bumps in this. And I don't think that's normal. Let me know down in the comments if you've ever gotten this and there's been bumps. It looks very weird to me. Almost maybe like it's expired or something. You see that? Okay, so I'm not going to use that. I've used it once or twice and the bumps just really throw me off on it. I do have the Makeup Forever Ultra HD and then the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. This one is like a holy grail of mine. I use it all the time. I'm sure there's a video already with me using this. So I think I am going to go for the Makeup Forever one. If you would like to know the shades, I have 140N in the Anastasia one. In the Makeup Forever, I have Y225, which is kind of, might be a little dark. And then the Linen in the Honest Beauty one. I'm going to go ahead and shake this up. I am just going to go ahead and use my Beauty Blender for the foundation. This kind of looks a little bit more on the yellowish side. But we will see. We can make things work. Let me know down in the comments if you guys get Ipsy and which one you get. I know the Glam Bag X is only a couple times a year now, but I'll go ahead and link my other video unboxing that. I really did like what I received, even the skincare. And I know a lot of people are turned off by subscription boxes because they do receive skincare, but looking at it from a consumer's perspective, skincare is very expensive. And sometimes, yes, you get stuff that won't work for your skin, but sometimes you do. And the price, $25 for a whole box of stuff. And one of the products that I use that is a complete staple is the Murad Hydration Moisturizer. And that's like $40. So it definitely paid for the box. I really enjoy the product. I know I'm kind of rambling now. I'm sorry. This foundation does seem to kind of be clinging to certain dry spots. I don't know if you can really see it. And it also looks like it's truly like sitting on top of my skin rather than soaking in. And I did just purchase the Makeup Forever Watertone foundation, and I really like that one. It's almost like a splash of water on your face, and it is just like your skin. This one, I don't really know. I don't know if I like it or not. So moving on to concealer, we have the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue in 08 Light, and then I do have the Tartsy Hydro Sealer in 20B Light Beige. And I know when I did open this, I thought it was going to be too dark, but I tried it and it actually fits me pretty well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go in with this one. I really like the finish of this, and I really like how natural it looks. It does not look like you have makeup on your face. So I really do like that. I'm not usually a super full coverage person. I do like borderline natural looking complexion. I do tend to go very blush heavy, but I really like blush. Just gonna add a tiny, tiny bit more. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. See, it kind of just like, it just looks natural. It kind of brightens my under eyes just a tad bit, but not in a super makeup-y, cakey way. For powder, I do have 3 different ones. I have the Tarte Shape Tape Setting Powder in Translucent. It looks messy. I have the Ciate London Watermelon Burst Setting Powder. This is very much a brightening powder. Looks like this. It is very, very bright. And then I have the Pure 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Makeup Light in shade Light, which I am panning this. As you can see, it is a smaller one, but I have pan. So I think what I'm going to do is to set my under eyes, I'm going to go in with the Ciate London one, just to kind of brighten them up. I do use only a tiny bit of this, but as you see, there's so many different brands that you receive from Ipsy. You get indie brands, you get mainstream brands, higher end brands. I really like the variations of everything that you do receive. I'm able to do a full face. So I have received a little bit of every kind of product. Now you will notice the products that I have quite a bit of are more blushes, highlighters, stuff like that, because I think they're more universal rather than foundations, concealers, because it's hard for a subscription to get your perfect match. But it's very nice that they do offer it. And they also do have their sales that you can pick and choose different products, and you get it at a discounted price because you are in that subscription. So I think that's very nice as well. It's a deal for a deal for a deal. If you really think about it, it's deals upon deals having this subscription. Much that brightened up my under eyes. It kind of things are kind of looking a little creasy, but it definitely brightened them up. Now, not all these products are going to work for you. It happens. But so far, the products that I have received, either they work, or I try to get them to work, or I have my family and friends to give the products to, or I now started a Poshmark, so I can sell them on there if I choose. But I do have one bronzer. This is from Yensa, I believe. This is Sunlit Glow Silk Bronzing Base, and it does come with a brush. This is a cream bronzer. Now, as you see, I have used quite a bit of this, but at the moment, it does seem to be a little bit more yellow than I prefer. And a good thing, I mean, your makeup preferences change all the time, so it's nice to have a new selection of things every month. You can pick them or you can be surprised. So I really like that too. Sometimes I really don't want to look and I just want to be surprised with what they pick for me. And at any time that you feel it's just not fitting your preferences, you can go in and change your preferences. Because they do have like a questionnaire for what you want from them. See how it's kind of just pulling a little on the yellow side? This does blend very easily into the skin. It's a very silky bronzer, just like the name of it is. But it just, I don't know if it's because of the foundation that I'm using, but everything kind of just seems to be setting on top, which I'm not very fond of right now. Nobody said this video was going to go smooth. Nobody. But yeah, moving on. I am going to go ahead and take a smidge of the Pure 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Makeup in the shade Light. I have this monstrous powder brush from Complex Culture, which I have received in Ipsy. I have received a couple of their brushes actually, and they're very nice. I really enjoy these. But I'm just going to go ahead and lightly tap over that cream bronzer so it's set, because we do have only powder blushes. For blushes, we have several different options. We have this one, which I did just receive in last month's Ipsy. I'm not sure how you pronounce this. It's Malibu Sunrise Ombre Blusher. It looks like this. It is a very powdery blush. Very powdery. I'm going to go ahead and I'll just swatch some of these for you. See, I don't really know how I feel about this. It's just kind of lackluster. We have this Ofra blush in Blush Bellini, I believe. This is a very gorgeous everyday shade for me. I love the formula of it. It's soft, just very nice. I really enjoy this one. It is very buildable. I don't even know if you can see that. And then we have a Lottie London one, which I did get this as an add-on. This is pretty intense. It's definitely a summer blush. Right there, we have Lovecraft Beauty, and there's 3 different shades in this. These are gorgeous. They are a little on the powdery side. This one could almost work as like a bronzer almost. And then we have the Shayna, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, B Blush in Highlight Palette in Miami. And it looks like this. This I didn't think was going to work for me. I thought it was going to be too deep. These are beautiful. So beautiful. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with these 2. And I'm just going to mix them together. Now, if you guys have been watching me, you know I tend to go crazy with my blush. I absolutely love blush. I have always really enjoyed blush. I think it just truly adds so much to your face. Especially where you place it, it can make you look so different. See how gorgeous that is? Don't be scared to mix your blushes together to create your own shade. I'll go ahead and swatch these 2 highlighter shades because I probably won't be using these. They're right there. One is called Sugar Bomb, and it is more like a gold. And then the other one is Guava Glow, I believe, which is more of a pinky. Those are beautiful. They really are. I'm so happy I didn't get rid of this palette. The blush application, I was using this Farrah brush, which I did get in the Ipsy, and these are very soft. This one I use for blush. I use it for bronzer. Like, I really like this one. The other one is smaller, and I use it for underneath my eyes. So for highlighter, we have one from Estate, which this is in my project pan this year. It's Do Me Lit. Looks like this. I think this is great for an everyday highlighter. I do have one from Ofra. It's the Ofra and Nikkietutorials highlighter in Glazed Donut. This one, since the second I received it, the pan comes out. I think I need to glue it because it's going to end up breaking on me. This one is super, super blinding. It is right here. This one seems to be just a little too icy for me. This one is pretty icy, so I don't tend to reach for it very often, but it is very beautiful. I have this one from RMS Beauty. It is Living Luminizer. This one, it's one of those, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a gel almost. I've tried it once. I'm not a fan of it. It is right there. It just seems to pull my foundation up. It seems to just turn into kind of a mess, honestly. And then I have a little palette from Lovecraft Beauty. The shades Aurora and Borealis. Right here. Another pinky one and a goldy one. These ones, they're not as impactful, but still, they're pretty. They are. And those are the swatches right here. Again, it looks like this, and I'm just going to use like a little fan brush. I've been getting more and more into fan brushes because it seems like it just leaves a very nice application. More of like a softer one, so it's not so impactful when you initially set it down. See how beautiful that is? I think it's just a very everyday kind of highlighter. It's not over the top. I went ahead and went in with this Ciate London Everyday Vacay just to set what is on my complexion at the moment. This is a pretty decent setting spray. I have used up one that I've received from Ipsy. I went ahead and used the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue in 08 Light for my eyeshadow primer because I have never received an eyeshadow primer from Ipsy. But this works just as well. It is a medium to fuller coverage. I did want to mention this because this stuff works very, very well. It is the Babe Lash Essential Serum. I have been using this for about a month and a half, 2 months now, and my eyelashes have improved so much, so much. I'm very happy with the results of this. Okay, so moving on to eyes now. We do have several palettes, but you will see a theme. They are very, very neutral. We do also have very, I guess you can say, smaller palettes. I have this one from Cella, I believe. It is a very, very neutral quad. I have this one. This is the brand that I had that blush in. Again, a very neutral. This is shimmer heavy. These are very much harder pressed. I have this from Il Maquillage, I believe. It's called Newsflash. It is a single shadow. And what I did, because I was getting numerous single shadows in from Ipsy, I did actually curate my own kind of palette with them. I do not have that to show you right now because it's somewhere in my collection. But I wanted to show you the larger palettes that I have received. This one is from, I believe it's Doche. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce this. This is a very, very beautiful neutral palette. It has very light to very deep. It has the corresponding shimmer shades, and then you have a highlight as well. I'm not going to swatch these. I know this video is getting very, very long, and I really want to try to sum it up for you guys so you don't lose interest. This one right here from Lovecraft Beauty. This packaging is beautiful. I love this. It is a cooler toned palette. These are very, very nice eyeshadows. I really enjoy working with these. We have one from Bellen Argent, which this one, I did have a palette, their neutral one, in my giveaway, but this is the plum one. These right here are stunning. If you're into shimmery, glittery eyeshadows, ooh, those are so good. We have a little one from Violet Voss. It looks like this. I believe this is called Pop of Coral. And then I just recently got this one in my last month's Ipsy. It's Otherworldly. The packaging, again, I love the tie-dye-ness to it. Love that. But it is a neutral palette. This one does have a purple pressed glitter, and it does have like a pop of green shimmer, which I don't really know how that corresponds, but either way, we're going to go more into the Bellen Argent palette because I really do like the quality of this palette. I love the shimmery, glittery shades. And every time I use this palette, I just get the most gorgeous look. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. I'm going to go ahead and start off with this brush right here. It is the Tapered Contour Crease brush from MOTD. I did get this in an Ipsy. And it kind of looks a little on the dirtier side. I have a color switch right here. This I got from Dollar Tree, guys. $1. I know these can get very expensive. Dollar Tree. I love to save money. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the Bellen Argent palette. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with this mauve color right here for my crease and just try to blend that all over. This palette does, as you can see, it does have a little bit of kick up in the pan. Nothing too crazy. The pigmentation of these are so beautiful. They're super easy to blend. I really like this palette. And it's compact. So you can take it when you start traveling. I'm going to go ahead and take another brush from that set, come through contour. It's kind of more of like an angled brush. And I'm going to go ahead and dip into this really rich brown shade. It is very beautiful. It's very pigmented. A very little bit goes a long way. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that in my outer V. And I'm going to also run this through my crease as well. But I really want it to be super soft. So I'm not going to load up the brush. I'm going to go a little bit at a time and really, really blend it out. Just so it's super soft. I might actually, once I lay this down, I might actually switch to another blending brush just to truly blend it out so it's super soft. I'm going to go ahead and go into the Lovecraft Beauty palette, and I'm going to go ahead and take this black, which is extremely pigmented. A little bit goes a very, very long way. And I'm going to go ahead and pick that up on just this little brush right here, and I'm barely going to tap in. I just want the smallest amount just to deepen up that outer V just a tiny, tiny bit more. And I'm just going to go ahead and very lightly deepen up that outer V before we go in with those shimmers. I'm going to go ahead and take that black again, and I'm going to run this on the outer third of my lower lash line, just so they kind of mesh together a little bit. And I'm just going to go ahead and take a smaller blending brush and really just try to blend that out. How soft and just blended these are. This is what I really like when I go in with deep colors. Just make it as soft as possible. So now we're going to go ahead and go back into the Bellen Argent. We're going to go ahead and go back into the Bellen Argent palette, which mine is looking so gross. And we are going to go ahead and take this shimmer right here. It is beautiful. You know what? We might actually start off with this one and then work into this one. I will swatch them for you so you guys can see them. Look how gorgeous these are. They're so buttery and smooth. That is so beautiful. I love these. And this is the lighter one. See how sparkly and just, oh, so good. These are so beautiful. I've never really heard anything about this brand until I actually got it from Ipsy. And since I've got this, I love this palette. I really do. I use it quite often. So I'm going to go ahead and go into that deeper maroon shade first. And I am going to spray it because they are more of like a glittery shimmer. And I want this on the outer part of my eye, closer to those really deep colors. Do you see how beautiful those shades are? Oh, I can't get over this. You don't sleep on smaller brands because they really know how to do things. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this lighter pink shade. This shade, this is definitely a favorite shade. And I am going to spray it because it does have glitter specks in it, but very fine ones. Look at that. Whew! So good. Oh my goodness. And as long as you spray, you can basically make a cut crease. I love eyeshadow. I love eyeshadow. And when I find one that I enjoy, you guys are going to know. And I know it's not good to pull on my lid, but I do have creases. So I want to make sure those shadows get into those creases. I want to make sure it is even. I'm going to go ahead and take this lighter mauve shade, and I'm going to go ahead and run that underneath my lower lash line. And also where we put that black, I am going to run that over there as well, just to kind of smoke this out a little bit more and make it as soft as I possibly can. I do have one little mini black liquid liner. I have used up all the other ones. I've had Wander Beauty, all different kinds that I've used up. But this one's a little mini one. Liner did get a little on the crazy side, but that's okay. I actually really like it, especially with how like soft this look is. I think it just kind of adds more to it. So I like it. Moving on, we have 3 different mascaras. I have one from Beauty For Real, which this wand, it is so weird. The only... Here, I'll show you. This is how small this is. The only thing I can truly use this for is my bottom lashes because it is just too small. It is a very liquidy consistency, so it will transfer sometimes. I kind of have issues with it. This one is from the Ico again, but the liner was from this one again. Has a very strange wand on it. I'm not a fan of it whatsoever. You see it? It's just really hard to grip my lashes. And then we have this one, again from, I believe, Doche. I believe. This one, the packaging is very bulky. But this is the wand on this one. And this is, out of all 3 of them, this is the one that I do like. This adds so much length to my lashes. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one today. I do have lashes that I got from this month's Glam Bag X, so I might use those. And I got some right there. That's why you don't talk and put on mascara. As I'm waiting for the mascara to dry, which I definitely got a nice little dot right there, I'm going to go in with eyeliner, and I have one from Fenty Beauty. If you guys have watery eyes or allergies, this eyeliner is a must. It is super pigmented, creamy, but this does not budge. I really enjoy this. See how easy that glides on? Oh, so good. Lips. I only have one lip liner. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk 2 Medium. That's the only lip liner I do have. I will just kind of show you. Like, I have lots of lip products. A lot of them are glosses. I have a mini lipstick by Real Her in the shade Rose Pink, which I will, this is a very, very pink, which that's not typically something that I wear, but once in a while. So we're not going to go with that one. I do have one by Huda Beauty, her Demi Matte in the shade She-E-O. This is a gorgeous color, and I really like the formula of this. This is great for fall and winter. That is stunning. I have one from Ofra in Oh My Rai Rai. Again, another one that I really do enjoy. It is definitely, again, more for like the, it's right here. Definitely more for like the winter months. And then I have this one by Bellen Argent, Smoking on Screen. Look at this packaging, guys. Look how beautiful that is. It is very luxe, but it's definitely bulky. And it looks like this. Look at the details of this. It's so pretty. This one is definitely a berry. So none of those really, honestly, match today's look. Glosses, we have some from Tarte, Ofra, Half Cake Super Glaze, which this is more like a very pigmented gloss. It definitely has color. Another one from Tarte. seeing a trend, definitely Tarte. We have one from Sapphire Botanicals. This, I do have a lip mask from them that I got from Ipsy. Love it. Love it. It's so good. I have these from I'm sorry, I butcher names. Terrible at it. Honestly, I don't really know which one to go for because I don't really know what's going to go with this look. I'm really not sure which one to go with. I think I'm going to go with this one right here, which is the Huda Beauty one. In the Demi Matte XO, I believe that is so small. So at this point, I'm sure you're wondering, what about eyebrows? Okay, so I just received this Studio Makeup High Defy Brow Tint in the shade Light. I have tried this. It does not match my brows at all. So because I've never received a brow product from them, I'm truly just gonna kind of run a spoolie through them and that be that, because I don't want to cheat. So if you guys have made it to the end of this video, which I know this one was a long one, leave me a lipstick emoji because we couldn't figure out which lip to pair. So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys are doing and what you guys truly want to see. I want to start some kind of series. I want to start posting at least twice a week rather than the once a week. Sometimes it is hard because the only time I can film is when my daughter is sleeping. So just let me know what's going on, you know? Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I will make sure to leave my Ipsy referral link down below if you are interested in Ipsy. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye guys.